So if you live in the greater Salt Lake crossroads of the West,
Crossroads,
where two continental railroads met in a state known as Utah. And that's it's not Utah. We would know. We lived here, born and raised.
we don't like it when people pronounce it as Utah.
It's not Utah, it's Utah.
It's like saying Illinois.
Illinois.
I mean, come on, get it right.
Get it right. Yep, that's right. Utah. Anyway, Big Lou and I cruising for a bruising through the gun show. Picked up some good buys, and we actually had a suggestion of something to do. If you don't want to go to the gun show, but you say, "Hey, I would like some bulk ammunition
At discount prices."
Would you mind buying me some bulk ammunition? Pay you back. Now, of course, you got to make sure your friend's good for it. You got to make sure he's not one of them mooches. And that's Utah for somebody who begs a lot.
You know who these people are. You know who they are.
You know who those friends are. You know.
If you knows them, then you knows who they are.
Yeah, exactly. So we searched and we scrimped and we couldn't find what we were looking for. We eventually found it.
Believe it or not, it was busy as all get out. So there's one reason.
Yeah.
You got to pay to get in there, and then it's busy as all get out.
One or two people to pay to get in, get all this ammunition, cart it on out. Get it all out on the table there.
And I mean, it was a madhouse. That place was a madhouse. Lots of people, and then you got a lot of people standing around.
So this is what is this? This is a Glock 7 here. It's porcelain and completely made of plastic, right? Costs more than you make, right?
So I could only afford to pick up one round.
One round, because ammo prices are going up.
You know, got my little.
What is that? That's the 40 millimeter.
This is an actual 40 millimeter.
That's the 40 millimeter that character in Aurora was shooting.
These criminals, they have.
You watched that video, right? U.S. Nut and Fancy talked about it. U.S. Today. Gun owners are the devil. This is the 40 millimeter that Aurora shooter was using.
They had a 9mm, a 40 millimeter, possibly a 45 millimeter.
And,
yeah. My facts are completely and utterly wrong, but they had a 40 millimeter. This is what they had.
So that's what the shooter was using, was that 40 millimeter.
They Scoop, let me tell you something. I'm concerned, and these people. They have they have 40 millimeter guns that they're shouldering and shooting, and they even make this in a pistol. They make a 40 millimeter in a pistol.
Is that kind of like the whole theory of that 30 millimeter Gatling gun that they built the A10 around? This is the 40 millimeter that they built a gun around. This 40 millimeter round. They built a gun around that, just to fire that.
And I saw John Fitzen.
John Fitzen was up there.
He had his knives and he was in
his tactical kilt. He had.
I was carrying this around. And Derringer darling asked me about my 40 millimeter.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
Personally, if you know what I mean. She asked about the 40 millimeter. We said she couldn't touch it.
And she actually did touch it.
She touched your 40 millimeter.
You
probably have AIDS. You better go get that checked out. You got to clap or something.
She handled my 40 millimeter.
So anyway, hey, there's a tip for you from the Glockbrothers, free of charge, as always. Quick little note.
Because here's the thing. Me, Big Lou, I like to go look at this crap. And everybody else is like, all right,
I'm done.
we're done. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So I send me up there to go check out the shit.
Send the Glockbrothers up there. We'll check it out. We'll give you a call.
Talk to the good old boys at the BFW.
Yeah. I think they had their facts a little wrong. They thought that the UN weapons ban is already in effect. Hillary went and signed it there on the 7th, they were telling us.
I guess that's a plug for the old Are You Ready For It channel.
That is a plug for their already a channel. Check her out. Wonderful channel. Haas has talked about her before. You should check her out. She does have all her ducks in a row for sure.
She's looking into it.
This is a shout out from the Glockbrothers here. She gives good, accurate information.
This is a twofer. You got a gun show idea, and you got another channel to check out.
And there you go. And hey, just a reminder, we've got a couple people interested in our Glockbrothers stickers that have the fancy Glockbrothers logo with the YouTube address. Those are still for sale, and we're dead serious that 100% of the proceeds go to the Wounded Warrior Project. We don't pocket any of the money. It goes straight to helping our veterans who have served and sacrificed for our country.
Gets me, honest to goodness, gets me choked up thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just thinking about, you know, the
all the men that and women that have sacrificed and given the ultimate sacrifice. And personally, I have very close friends that were killed in Afghanistan. He gave the ultimate sacrifice. Lance Corporal Nigel K. Olson. Wonderful Marine. Great guy.
And it's just sad to see that, you know, we spit on them every chance we get.
Yeah, what's his name there? The MSNBC. He's a younger guy, Chris something.
Yeah, they're not heroes.
They're not heroes. They're just Edward. They're just enemies with the guns. You know, if you ever meet him, take off his shoe and beat his ass with it. But you know, face the consequences. We do not endorse.
Just, you know, the whole what am I going with here? The whole, you know, there's veterans out there who honestly, legitimately didn't want to go. You know, they were hesitant, but, you know, they still went. And they still served their country. And they still did things that, you know, that was tough and that was hard. And then you had those who got in there.
Korean veterans or Vietnam veterans, you know, the forgotten wars.
Who got in there and went in there and did it, and they did those things. And, you know...
Not to mention many other conflicts that, you know, Guantanamo Bay, Kosovo, all those little small campaigns and stuff like that. Pretty tough stuff.
It gets me choked up thinking about these guys who, you know, there was a radiation, you know, on this, you know, nuclear submarine, and this was Russian guys, and they went in there, and they fixed the problem, and they died a horrible death afterwards. You know, you got to
for love of country, and
you know,
and that's an experience, but you've got those same American men and women doing more than what is expected going on, you know. You get one of my favorite things. It's on the Iwo Jima Memorial. Uncommon valor was something prevalent among every Marine that fought in World War II, and continues today with our Marines, and continues today with our soldiers, our sailors, and airmen, and the Coast Guard, and our National Guard as well.
You know, you get two guys in World War II, you know, they were at a machine gun box nest, and there was a grenade that was thrown and they didn't see it. You know, one of the guys got, you know, killed immediately. One guy was blinded, and the other guy's hands were, you know, blown where he couldn't operate the gun. And so one guy was, you know, the guy that could see, you know, telling him where to shoot, and the other guy, the hands, was still shooting the gun.
Yeah.
Even though he was blind.
Good
and
stuff.
eventually they were overrun and they were killed.
Good stuff. Not in the fact of their deaths, but fighting to the last man. Well, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you next week.
Signing out.